story later.
Watch Critical Role and you'll understand.
I'd say they just had old school, like a grid, like a graph paper map with construction paper hiding what the players couldn't see.
Wow. Well, that makes a lot more sense than things.
The old school fog of war.
Yep. Okay.
I don't remember how to do any rolls, but
You have, as a bit of a recap, after expertly following these tracks through a few IFF traps, you have found this First Order black site amongst the density of the nearby the jungle that surrounds Cole. On top of the building is a camouflage net, specifically a chameleon netting. Protecting it from anyone who happens to fly overhead and can pierce what canopy overlaps the building.
Okay.
Trees surround close with the vines and leafiness about. Though the immediate area is somewhat trimmed, so patrols and stuff don't get caught on low branches and such.
we can hear.
There is a closed door that you can see over here. That is the most obvious entrance to this building. So far, you have not spotted any traps in the immediate vicinity. Though the last trap of a electronet was embedded in a tree. The plans, as I recall, were trying to somehow sneak in via perhaps climbing up top to see if there's any entryways on the roof, or blowing your way in via the handy dandy acquisition of various forms of detonite and demolitions that some of you have.
Well, I think the plan was actually a
Ooh, what was that?
You got really quiet there,
You're
Greg.
quiet.
Okay, hold on.
You want to get in the same time zone as your microphone?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Do 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 do. Bueller?
Okay, well, he figures that out.
Check 1 2.
Better.
Yeah, better.
Check 1 2.
That's it. It's still quiet, but it's at least hearable quiet.
All right.
Much better.
I'm good, I think.
Yeah, much better.
Okay. Because I tried to listen. Because I was listening to Ghost, I was like, wow, that's really loud. Let me fix it. Nope. Quiet as the grave, apparently. Whatever. But yeah, I believe the plan was hypothetically a culmination of the two approaches, trying to sneak in and also having some detonite placed just in case of. It's like, oh, the sneak option's going out the door. Let's go loud.
Well, I figured if nothing else, I could float up, stick my head under the tarp and see what the roof looks like. If there's no viable options, then yeah, we can just blow the door and Leroy it. Or rather, blow the wall, because all the defenses are probably aimed at the door.
But if this is a prison black site, then putting a hole in the wall might kill someone that we don't want to kill.
Well, we won't know that until we get there.
Very true.
We will burn that bridge when we get there.
I mean, I can try a thermal scan of the wall before we do it, just to be safe, but...
A black site hit him like this is probably resistant to that.
Well, we won't know until I try. Okay, so what he's going to do is, walk up, kick in the repulsor mode on his jetpack so he's, level with the roof. And then I'm going to take my, just be cautious of pressure sensors and stuff. I'm going to take my snap baton and just kind of lift the camo tarp up so I can look around underneath it.
Okay. Let's see. There. If it's in battle, it can be shot. Just saying, sir.
It's alright. Yes, Greg, I do need a pet, because it's on my sheet, because it backs the story.
Okay.
Okay.
You can't be a dark side dragon.
I wanted a loaf wolf, but I couldn't figure out A, where to put it, and B, where to get one.
And see if they're really made of magic. Okay. But,
That's why I wanted it, because they're made of magic. I mean,
oh.
it's stupid
Well,
and I
made of
hate it,
magic,
but I
they
will
can-
use the fuck out of it if it's an option.
Well, if it's made of magic, it can make itself appear wherever it wants.
It's like, I want a
So
dog
then
that can go to
actually an issue.
hyperspace, apparently.
Actually, the wolf wolves have been shown to perform some form of long-distance transportation.
It's like, yeah, I want a puppy that goes to hyperspace. That would be...
It's magic.
I swear, they go between, if you're familiar with the Fern series.
Either way, they somehow get from one planet to the other.
They go to
Somehow.
that one place to the other. They go to that in-between place.
See, looking under that area of the tarp that you're on,
I'm guessing that's a search check. Unless you're just going to give it to me.
well, it's rather plain. In terms of you can see things. Are you looking for anything in particular that you think might be hidden?
Not just looking for, say, if there would be, air conditioning ducts or, things that could be used as entrances.
Okay.
See if there's any scanners up there to get an idea of how good these guys are at security.
You see what appear to be blocks with pipes going into them. They look like. Are you just using normal optics at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a knowledge check.
This should be amusing.
It's not super difficult, it's just odd enough.
4!
Okay. You've seen this on several buildings before, because I don't remember your background dealing with construction in particular.
No,
or HVAC.
I'd say my knowledge of buildings probably comes from, again, storming them.
Right. So you've seen this on several buildings. If you were to guess, it's a regulator of some kind. It regulates whatever is flowing through the pipes in some way. In terms of the pipes themselves, by using your directional microphone, you hear what sounds like water rushing through it or some form of liquid.
Okay. So those of us with independent air supplies might be able to pull that off, but those who do not so much. Okay.
Keep in mind, you can only lift a portion at a time because these are
Well, I wasn't sure if it was draped. You know how the roofs have the railing, and then I wasn't sure if the tarp was draped, so it was just dropped and all along the floor, or whether they actually had it pulled somewhat tight, so by lifting under it, I could see the whole roof.
It is somewhat draped, but you can see that kind of corner there. And actually, with that in mind, notes here. Over here, you see what is clearly a HVAC unit.
Okay.
And over here, a portion of it, the portion you can see anyway, looks like it has actual plate armoring over it.
They have an armor-plated air conditioner. All right.
Over here.
Yeah.
Over here, the HVAC unit isn't armor-plated.
Hey man, we live in a tropical zone by the sound of it. You don't mess with people's AC out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Stuff. Along.
Might be AC to a reactor.
Along. Nope, we can't actually see that. Along here is more armor-plated roof. But specifically along here. So yeah, you're noticing sections of independently armored areas.
Interesting. I'm just
That
gonna
sounds.
hover around the perimeter of the building, just continuing doing the check.
While he is doing his perimeter hover, are you guys wanting to do anything?
I'm going to hide near the door.
Yes.
Specifically hide. And remain motionless.
Whatever tree seemed like it wasn't trapped, I'll hide behind that, because I am not a combat boy.
At a glance, the trees immediately surrounding the facility aren't trapped. You can make a search roll if you'd like, or if you have a sensor pack on you, make a sensor roll.
Sensor pack. You forget how poor I am, sir.
You could probably sign one out from the mining company, but
Okay.
No, I kind of quit that job.
why would you quit that job? It makes you a valuable contact that we can exploit.
Well, I could be going back. He could be going back. Or he could have gone back in the days past, but it was backstory reasons. He could have gone back at some point. That depends on if they hired him back. By the sound of it, though, they probably would have taken him back. But yeah, anyways, search, I guess. And I'll also he is tenacious. All things considered. I would have gone to one of those trees that would not have reacted when Tristan's character would have tried going up, since they didn't seem to trigger. If that helps at all, I don't know.
Well, you can go to whatever tree that Grove has gone near, since that would appear to be safe.
Yeah, pretty much. That's okay.
I'm just hiding in that tree, against that tree, being motionless.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. From what you can tell, Lily, the other trees also appear to be okay to be in.
No, I'm just gonna be the one that we walked by specifically, and you could choose that.
Okay. And you're heading there. that's right. I was gonna wonder what Sky was doing, but Sky's not here. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have my buff buddy, so this is a lot trickier.
Let's see. Let's see. So you're pretty much going on the perimeter pro and looking under a tarp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this area. You're noticing a lot of what look like scrubbers of some kind, like air purifiers. Lots of filters and stuff like that. This, in a wide area here, has light plating on it. Let's see. Over here, you are noticing something that you're actually familiar with, not necessarily designed quite like this, but batches of heat sinks.
Well, whatever they got in there, they're worried about keeping it cool.
Right here, you are noticing it currently looks like it's in an undeployed state, but it's communications equipment. Clearly, it looks like that someone could press a button somewhere, and it could um, foil up and outward to actually receive signals. But right now it's in a deactivated state.
Okay, well, I'm going to mark that for people so that we can come over and disable that in a minute.
Okay. Oh, wow. Fog of War really fogs over everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes things can be overlaid.
Okay, so I figure first priority, disable communications so they can't call for help. Second priority, I guess come through the wall over here near the heat sinks, since that's probably something important.
Okay. As you're continuing to go along the perimeter, I'll need you to make a search roll, since it isn't easily seen.
And I get my sensor pod for that. Tomatoes. 25.
Nice. Okay.
No, wait, I'm sorry, 21.
Okay. Along here, you notice a seam. Looks like it's rather thick, but right now it's airtight. But your center pod is highlighting that there is a seam along the roof.
Seam as in this was an addition to the building, or seam as in this part of the building has custom atmospheric control.
Seam as in it's not an add-on. It's just like a seam inexplicably along the side of the roof, the top side of the roof here.
Okay.
Okay.
Assuming that's done, I will rejoin my party.
Okay. Where are you wanting to join them? Just
Where
you were.
as I where I left them, yeah. Alright, so like I said, advice is disable communications equipment to prevent them from calling for help, and then come in at a point maybe 10 meters down the, south of where the heat sinks were located. Using the detonator capacity.
You said 10 meters down?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you were there.
Does that work for people? Det cord here. But first we need to disable the communication suite. Can anyone hear me?
Yes,
Si,
hi.
senor.
Okay, I wasn't getting any response, so I was like,
Yeah, that's do the thing. It's just like, okay, just tell me what to do.
Well, as I understand it, disabling the communications would be a technical check.
It depends on how you want to disable it. If you just want to destroy it, you can use a blaster.
Well, ideally, I'd like to possibly be able to take it with us. So,
Oh, this is like a large roof mount.
it's like the whole roof.
It's like a section of the roof.
Okay, in which
It's like
case,
an implanted dish, except it's folded down.
So a giant antenna.
okay, in which case we can put a little bit of blast charge there and link it to the detonator for the one blowing the wall, so they go up simultaneously.
Okay.
In which case, that falls on Rorzan. How long do you
Yay.
think setting these charges is going to take?
I guess a technical check for that.
Maybe demolitions check, I believe.
Would be a
Yeah.
demolition check here.
Demolition. Bleh.
Okay.
That was not good.
If you're not caring about the condition of the comm suite, that would be a rather quick setup. With the material you have on you, say 30, 45 seconds just to make sure it's in an optimum spot and ensure you're using the right amount. The det cord, about another 30 seconds. This is just for setting it up, not to not travel time to get there, which is going to be very long anyway.
So call it.
So 2 minutes.
I say I call it
maybe?
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 minutes, maybe. But in my line of work, it's nice to be safety, so 3 minutes at most.
So you're going to use the take your time bonus.
Well, it's more of just in case.
Okay.
It's almost up to you. I can see if I can rush it, but I prefer taking my time.
Now, you take your time, do it right. In which case, I'm going to use emptiness for 3 minutes.
Okay. Now, how are you going to get to the roof?
I will fire my grapple gun so he has a line to climb. Or he can just pull the trigger and let it reel him up. Either way.
Yeah, I'll go with the grappling gun since he's offering it. Just
Okay.
The bane of David's existence, the repulsor grappling
kind
gun.
of brief last, like, okay, does it go that way and that way? Okay, that's how it goes. So mechanical check, I guess.
For the grapple gun,
For the grapple gun, I
Or-
believe it's a
or
firearms
is it just-
check.
I make the firearms check since I'm firing it for him, and then to just use it, you just use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. There's not a lot, aside from standard obstructions of trees. There's not really a lot of obstruction here. Because I think you're taking your time to aim and stuff, you don't really need to roll your firearms check.
Okay, good, because I felt rolling 8D plus 2 to hit a roof 10 feet above me felt kind of stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Reeling yourself up, Rory, is a bit jarring as it quickly kind of zip lines you up there.
Mhm.
But you are able to make it up there. And the communication equipment is up there. Nothing overloads on this. Okay. The communication room is over here. You can make your way over there.
Where'd you say it was? Oh, wow. I cannot step over there.
yeah, that's what I was like.
So, quietly, just carefully walk over there, make sure I'm not tripping on anything.
Can you make me a? Actually, you said you're being careful, so you don't need to make any roll to definitely trip over anything.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll make it to the equipment. Are you gonna set the explosives on top of the camo tarp or beneath it?
Beneath the camo tarp, I imagine.
Okay.
Does the camo tarp seem technical in some way, or
it's standard obfuscation technology. It attempts to match a convincing color to overhead jungle visage.
Okay.
Going underneath the tarp, the heat has been captured rather thoroughly under here, so it's a bit balmy, more so than usual. Okay. Do you have any special goals you're wanting with setting these, or are you just wanting to destroy the equipment?
Pretty much destroy the equipment.
Okay.
Destroy the equipment in the most efficient way possible. Like, essentially, if I only need to get rid of this one panel, I'll put it there. It's essentially the stuff that makes it work, go there, not blow up the whole damn thing.
All right. In that case, making a demolitions roll, since you are taking your time, you get a plus 1d.
Okay, so just up it. Do.
That is so weird that it puts the power die in the back, not the front.
It was at the front from last time, remember? But okay.
That is kind of strange.
Well, they may have updated the sheet or something. That happens.
It's occasional.
Wait a minute, is it counting only... Oh, wait. I'm trying to think of how to put this. Is it counting these skills as only 5 and then putting the wild dice? Because it put 6. And it seems to only put 5 in the skill. Unless that's how you roll it. I don't know. I don't know how to properly
your skill die.
forward.
Your skill dice is supposed to include the power die.
Okay, that's why that was more or less my
But when
question.
it rolls
Okay,
but when it rolls the dice, it separates the power die out as a separate, value.
Okay, I was just wondering. That was essentially my question of, does the power die get separated?
When the computer rolls it, it separates it. But for when you're calculating what your dice pool is, it's included.
Okay.
But
Will do.
you're using the Roll20 sheet, which the rest of us haven't used, so we're not.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of
I'm on my-
lot of things in here that we're not familiar with.
Okay, just that was essentially my question. But yeah, that's my roll.
Okay.
I mean, admittedly, I do have my sheet programmed to roll 20 in the event I'm not here to play myself, but
Indeed. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's see. It's not. It's not that difficult to set up. Uh, oh, okay. Due to your proficiency with setting explosives, um, and the fact that you've been rather careful with setting these, the damage listed on the explosive you're using is going to be increased by 3 dice for this particular detonation.
Oh boy. I am gonna have to figure out where that dice is. Okay, gotta get that book. But yeah, after setting it up, do the det cord, run it over to the side of the building.
Okay. While you are setting up the det cord, but you can make another demolitions roll if you want to optimize its placement.
Okay. Eh.
Okay.
Damn, that was.
It's a bit sloppy for you anyway, but it's in roughly the right spot. While you are setting that up, Vishnikov, you notice the main doors opening.
I would immediately like what's you know how in World War II the paratroopers did that like click that identify themselves as other paratroopers?
I will take your word for it.
I know what he's talking about. It's the clicker.
Yeah, it's like those little clickers that you also use like on dogs, for instance.
Ah, okay.
It was basically that. That's what paratroopers used to identify themselves on D-Day.
Click, click. Click, click.
But
They
I'd
actually
effectively-
still use them.
didn't know if they still did or not with today's technology. But
Never know.
I would effectively do something along those lines of quietly making it known that the door is opening.
actually,
And I'm not going to move.
And then you say you won't move?
I'm going to stay hiding on my tree.
Okay. Awesome. Good. Okay. Two sword troopers emerge. Can you make me a hearing-based perception check, please, Duskov?
Hearing-based perception. Oh dear lord. Can't be that bad.
Nice.
See, can't be that bad. D20 isn't wanting to say fuck me yet. I'm not doing anything important. Yet.
you'll hear one of them say, the one closest to you, say, "So you drew the short straw too. Well, at least you're not in 2712. I heard he hasn't come back from patrol yet." The other guy will speak up. "Yeah. Well, we didn't get all the predators around here. Might have gotten hit by one of them. Good thing
And we haven't.
good thing we aren't that far, huh?"
Just as a reminder, we haven't run into anyone before just now, have we?
No, this is our first encounter.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So yeah, that was not us.
Did the door close?
It was the plant wampa.
It is closing. It began closing a few seconds after they exited.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, there is a small window for if you wanted to, you could try dashing in, though it would be risking, possibly getting clipped by the door.
I'm just going to make sure that Crow knows that there's people patrolling around the building in the northward direction currently.
Crow can't respond because Crow is stuck in meditation mode.
Oh, that now I know horrible names. What is the name of your character, Tristan?
Crow, that's his name.
So I was right. God damn it.
It's like, you got the name right. I just can't respond because I'm currently meditating to get a buff.
And Warzon's still on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, he's making it.
And there's no cable exposed on the side of the building, correct?
Nope, he's still trying to run it.
No, I mean like there's no cable hanging off the roof.
No, he should. The grapple gun would have gone up with him.
Yeah, the grapple launcher set me up, so.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because I don't know if they're patrolling specifically the outside of the building or going somewhere else.
Upside, this means Warzone has a blaster if he needs it. Downside, he doesn't know how to use it. Because
Is it a blaster?
My grapple gun is also a blaster.
Oh. No, I know how to use a blaster.
Okay, well you have a blaster. You have a West Star 35 blaster pistol.
Yay.
Yay? Question mark?
Yeah, that's pretty much his response. Yay?
Upside, it gives you plus 1d to hit.
Okay, I can live with that.
Because it has a laser sight. Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry. Holographic blaster sight. We don't have laser sights. We have a flashlight on the end of your gun that gives you plus 1d to hit.
Okay. At about this time in their patrol, you are set for the dead night on the southern wall. Or sorry, the death port on the southern wall.
Yeah, on the top right.
Are you?
Or did you mean?
Are you wanting to detonate from the roof or from the ceiling in terms of the entry point for you guys? Well, at the moment you're in emptiness.
Well, yeah, but we were discussing that before we went in.
Yeah, my understanding was we were going to do the wall as well, and
it was the blow the comm unit and blow through the wall,
right?
Because people, we're not sure people are very adept at falling through ceilings.
Okay, which is you've set up the det cord along the wall again, a little but it's serviceable.
And for Rosen, but good enough for army work.
Yeah.
So does that mean it's been 3 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, in which case I made my check to come out. He will come out and immediately ask for a situation report.
There's a patrol somewhere around the building. They came out and they went north.
Okay, so
And I saw them continue around the building.
okay, they went north, and you saw them turn around the building. I can assume they're doing the standard patrol pattern. In which case, I will reclaim my gun from Orzen, move here, and I will prep for a silent strike.
Okay.
And I will take multiple action penalty to do it twice, because Sierra's not here to back me up.
Okay.
I'll also roll enhanced attributes since I have time.
Oh, Rory, since you have finished with the wall mounting, molding, the bat gel,
Again.
are you wanting to do anything while he's setting up for a stealth kill?
Am I on the ground?
You would have to be to set up the wall depth board properly.
Okay, yeah. So put that down for now. Just continue setting up demolitions.
Do I have to roll stealth to grab them from around the corner and attempt to stealth kill, or is that just?
If you
Okay.
if you don't stealth, then I would call for an initiative check.
Okay.
As there is a chance that if they're looking your direction, they'd be able to react as you're doing stuff. If you roll stealth, or in this case hide, since you're kind of waiting for them. Because stealth is more for when you're moving. Versus lying in wait.
You're gonna do this again, aren't you? You're gonna do this thing where it's awesome in combat and shit at everything else?
It sounds, by the silence, the answer is yes.
Well, I'll take that if that's the quirk of this particular character.
Why, is that because your character's meant to be doing combat for the most part?
Well, I mean, he's a Mandalorian commando. What do you think?
Fair point, fair point.
Well, that effectively negates the enhanced attribute bonus. Here we are.
Oh, okay. I. Okay,
Since I'm waiting for them,
sorry,
can I?
it would be since you're not using any kind of. I just had to double check the score here. Shield objects and issues. Okay. I'm saying I just wanted to double check that. Good thing I did.
Since I'm taking my time waiting for them, does that count as an aim bonus?
You would have just enough time. Oh, sorry, as an aim bonus. Oh,
Or I take your time bonus or whatever.
You get to take your time bonus for the stealth. As you're not actually able to see exactly their distance, the best an aim bonus would be is just a +1, as you'd be having to guesstimate
I can see their distance. It's called a rangefinder.
through the building.
Unless the building sensor shield. Or my power die could do, this anti-Dakin power die shit.
It just does not like you, man.
Or it likes this guy better. I'm not sure which.
Let's see. Or you said you're doing a bit more demolitions. Are you trying to basically kind of re-roll the initial deck cord, replace it?
Actually, no. Was it? Am I part of the conversation that knows that there are stormtroopers coming?
Yeah, you have a comm link, so yes.
Okay. So if that's the case, he'll at least put that stuff to the side and kind of get a little closer, but not enough. He'll get his knife out just in case.
Well, you're about to have a blaster rifle.
Yeah, what, you're about to have a blaster rifle? What?
He's about to have 2 blaster rifles if he wants them.
Oh, gotcha.
I want their helmet.
There's 2 helmets, so there's enough to go around.
If anything, I'm gonna want armor.
Yeah, you need...
as a reminder for me, do you guys have encrypted comlinks? There's an actual encrypted comlink or an encrypted comlink item. I believe Crow actually has an encrypted.
Crow and Sky have actual encrypted comlinks in their helmets.
It states it as such. Does Listerkov, like, do you have any encryption item, or does it say encrypted comlink on your sheet?
It actually does not. I think that was an oversight, honestly, because I have the money for an encrypted comlink.
Hmm.
So I believe that was an accidental oversight, but I'm okay with that if you want to acknowledge it as not encrypted. But I also wouldn't be saying anything distinct. I would just be making clicking noises.
True.
Just so you know, I'm
It's all
gonna
the
be.
ears. Click, 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 click.
I'm gonna be walking away for a few minutes soon because I need to get set. In a few minutes.
Okay. Let's see. I figure you already had it in your stuff.
Yeah, I'm typing in information while you were getting yourself set up.
And reading that, it's like Imstats or Light. Like Diet Imstats.
It's springtime of the year.
Springtime for hit.
Caves. What tiny sons with their long range guns.
Well, it may not be an instant takedown. It'll certainly hurt. And here we go.
Okay.
Well, they both eat it.
If the Silent Strike scores a kill result, I can either go for an instant kill or an instant KO.
As we're rounding the corner, you'll hear a bit, and that's when 37 thought he could get smart. And you come out of the shadows, or rather, come out from like some vegetation.
Man, you can't do a cardboard box?
I don't have that.
Wait a second.
I come out of a stump.
I technically have that, don't I?
Supplies,
Oh my god, I do
motherfucker!
technically have it. I have a hollow projector ghillie suit for armor.
Yeah, but the hollow projector specifies it mimics the terrain, so unless we're on a loading dock, I don't think you can argue that.
I will find a way to make it also make a box on demand.
There's a different item that actually allows you to look like other things, so that's probably what would be the cardboard box.
Let's see, versus physical.
So I'm hoping the multi-strikes were overkill, but at this low level, I'm rather laid on the side of caution.
Go for overkill, just in case.
And nothing else, I'm a Mandalorian. I'm not allowed to hold back, so if I have the ability to take the extra actions, I have to, even if it is being a dick.
Okay.
They're just lucky I rolled low on my enhance.
So you're doing silent multi-strike, silent strike, multi-strike.
Yeah.
Multi-strike. Okay.
The equivalent of like kick him in the knee, and while they're bending down, get him in a headlock and try to choke him.
Okay, I was about to ask if you wanted a particular description for how you're doing this.
It's like kick him, each in the knee, and then like go for the headlocks, and then try to clock their helmets together.
Okay.
It doesn't look like they did very well.
That's not a kill result, though. I'd say that's 9 damage, followed by no damage, 8 damage, followed by 2 damage, so they're injured, possibly incapacitated.
8 and 9 respectively.
I'd say one took 10 damage, and the other took 9 damage total.
Okay. You'll hear huh and a what as you especially down. You clink their helmets together. They both. Do you let them go and let them fall?
Mm-hmm.
They both fall to the ground. Not moving. Not moving. One starts to move his rifle. And now...
Would that be initiative or their turn?
Yeah, now we will go to initiative.
Hey, at least you know you got really close with one of them.
Yeah, I incapacitated one, and it's like 1 out of 2 ain't bad in this case.
And I'm watching the door.
Nine.
Okay, you guys don't have any enhancements on that, so... I need to remember to bring that macro over.
Nice, if Sierra had been there, there would have been no problem.
Oh yeah, because she would have probably made you better, if I recall.
Yeah, we would have gotten extra damage, because I could have enhanced our damage if we were both here.
Okay.
Do you need me to also roll the initiative? Or is it just those two? Localized?
It would be you as well, in case you did want to do something. I would know when that is.
The simple answer, if that door opens and they come rushing out the door.
Okay.
I'm disappointed he's going for his rifle, though. I was hoping he'd try to punch me or something.
Well, he just fell over. I don't...
He could have tried to, capoeira kick me or something.
Yeah.
He might be trying to go for it as a, what's a good way of putting it? He might be using it to try to get himself up like a crutch.
We'll find out.
Because he's not facing you at this point.
Bringing himself up, his stance is a bit wobbly. As he is attempting to level his blaster at you.
Means I need to make a reaction dodge.
His aiming does not appear to be steady. He's swaying a bit.
Oh, the sound of a lot of dice and dodge.
Oh, because I don't have many of my things up, it's not as high as you would think. After map, it's at 5D.
That's how much I have if I don't have a penalty.
Woo!
In his weapon swaying, he pulls the trigger, the bolt flies past you just off to your side. Pleasure, you will hear the sound of a blaster shot go off.
I'm just going to sit there,
Okay.
prepare my blaster at the door,
And I'm back.
and just sigh quietly to myself in my head.
Should I be rolling initiative or not?
If you're intending to participate,
Yeah, just so I know when you have the option to take actions.
Yeah. Does it look like Crow has it handled?
It looks like he has it handled. He had surprise attacked the two patrolling stormtroopers, kicking at their knees to make them stumble, and then crack their helmets together. One is not moving. The other is clearly wobbly and had just missed a shot, clearly due to the fact that he seems to be having trouble
disoriented. Right. He'll be on standby, essentially.
The bolt has hit a nearby tree.
However, that tree also was a gas main. No.
It was Tabana gas.
Oh shit!
It's a trop.
Well, I guess I'll be okay. I'm on the other side of the building.
You know what this is? Do you know what this is?
Oh, is Sarah saying that the link didn't work?
Talking about for her background stuff.
I was talking about her background stuff? Because I saw Lena in
Yeah,
here.
she's in the Roll20.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Are you rolling?
Yep. Because despite stealth being blown, I'm still trying to be quiet, goddammit.
Because stealth may not be blown if he didn't say anything.
I think he's too groggy to say anything, so yeah.
No witnesses.
Besides, ammo's expensive.
Oh, shit.
It sounds like the guy just, he's hurting.
What's,
His effective parry is a 2.
well, what's the fib and the tin and the...
Stuff you guys don't need to worry about. Oh, just, that's stuff for me.
Yeah, that's why I'm just sitting here aiming at the door hoping nothing comes out.
Okay. Oh, I've been forgetting damage bonuses.
Yeah, you forgot damage bonus for last round, but I didn't think I'd hit by enough necessarily to matter.
No, in this case, you definitely did. Your kick is going to receive a plus 1d. Your multi-strike is going to receive 1d plus 2.
Okay, well, the kick...
And 1d plus 1 for the final attack.
Okay, so... The kick goes up to a 29.
Okay.
The multi-strike goes up to a 20... Goes up to a plus 8, so it goes up to a 31.
Okay.
And then the multi-kick goes up to a 28.
I think he's dead. I think
Or at
he's
least
dead.
not. He's not the shit out.
I'll finish him with the people's elbow.
The people's elbow.
Okay. There's another grunt as your multi-strike hits in and his rifle goes flying like a foot as it hits a tree and clatters to the ground. The people's elbow hearing it's like crunch and crack. The guy is not moving.
Hey, at least your battle buddy isn't here to complain about them possibly still being alive.
Well, you see, I bludgeoned them senseless, so I'm pretty sure they're alive anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay.
I would like to loot the corpses.
Okay. Number 1, number 2.
Let's start with number 1.
And since it's all gone quieter, continue to do the demolition.
As I'll give the all clear on the troopers as I'm, and while I'm here, I'm also going to jack their comm frequency. I'd like to know what security is thinking.
If they're thinking of anything yet.
Shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I just take off the helmet and go, what frequency are you on? Okay.
Can you hear me now?
You just
Can you hear me now?
helmet
Great.
and listen to them directly.
Well, what I'm doing is using the, because the Mando helmet can do this, is I'm linking their comm suite to my comm suite so I can have it alert me if I need to know something.
I'm in.
Because that stupid antenna actually has uses.
What?
It's not just there for
Something in Star Wars is more than just looks?
Yeah, I know, right? It's weird.
But yeah, I actually figured out what the name of the thing I was thinking of was, and I put it in Skype earlier.
It's in the short first.
You don't have to scroll up, but it's there.
Look, yeah. Patience is that. Okay.
Damn it, they don't carry grenades anymore.
Really?
And apparently it's the First Order trooper, not the normal trooper, so the cool systems we wanted are not in the suit.
Damn.
Well, no, don't forget they're using the older models, yeah.
Apparently not the ones that I just mugged.
Yeah, you're at an intelligence facility, so...
I mugged the new models.
So we're gonna have to go into the city to mug the old guys. Got it.
The people who don't have the important jobs.
However, I know it's just a spare ammunition. How much is spare ammunition?
2 power packs.
Okay. Because it never hurts to have more ammo.
Okay, you're linked into the comms.
And I will throw I will gather up the relevant, useful bits of armor and just kind of dump it over here by Rorzen. As well as the rifle and the pistol.
Okay.
You said it was the armor, right?
I'm going to post it in the Roll20. I mean, in the Skype.
Let's have you put on some armor under all that stuff you need. You wear normally. So you don't die horribly.
Oh no, he's all for it.
Actually, Greg, if you look in your journal, there is some First Order armor.
First Order armor. Hey, cool.
That's it. I took the spare power packs, but the rest of it, take whatever you want.
I'll take a couple of those power packs so you get to the second guy eventually.
Well, that's the 2 guys there. I took both their power packs.
I would ask you to play which one, because by the time you're done with the first one...
Well, I was the only one over there, so I didn't think it mattered.
Let's see, Buster Weapon and Buster Pistol.
I mean, if there's a difference between the 2, then...
No, it's not a difference between the 2. It's a matter of timing. It takes time to loot one person and then move on to the next.
Okay.
In
which case, I'll just loot the one, grab the power packs off the other, and, head on over to drop it off by Rorzen.
Yeah, I bet it's going to take a bit to put everything on, or at least get the armor on.
Movies seem to indicate you can do it fairly quick. But, Eric, if that's the case, you can add 2 power packs to your inventory.
I don't need that many. I was just going to ask for 1.
Oh, well then.
You know, I'm a nice person. I don't need as much.
Okay.
I got reusable arrows anyways.
I'll let Rorzen keep the other power pack then, so we can reload something if he needs to.
Let me double check my roll from earlier.
Because 4 is probably enough to get me through for the moment.
And that's exactly what my thinking was.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Then yeah, you'll have time to do the second one then. Okay, 'cause that roll failed. Okay, that was the thing. It's I had to double check a roll. If they had succeeded on something, more people would be coming out by the time we're done with the first one.
Yeah.
Okay,
so Rorzin is now in theory able to defend himself, and we're blowing a wall.
Do you want me to keep looking at the door? Or do you want me to actually go to where you want to put a hole in
When
the
we're blowing the wall, I want you over here. Roughly how long would that take?
To strip them?
Yeah. We'll strip the one and then just jack the power packs off the other one.
Oh, okay. I'd say a minute 30 because you're dealing with a dead weight that wouldn't help you.
So 15 minutes.
What, a minute 30?
Yeah.
Being 15 minutes?
15 rounds.
Oh, okay. I heard 15 minutes. I'm like, wait, what?
I'm tracking my emptiness in rounds, so.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, Rorzin will make sure the detonators are set, and then take the armor, go off to like a bush or something, and quickly try to don it, trying to figure it out for the life of me. He's like, wait, that goes there.
We've also learned from the movies that for some reason it fits over everybody's clothing, including thanks to Rebels. Somehow it fits over Mandalorian armor.
Oh wait, it fits over normal clothing?
Yeah, you've seen the movies. Stormtrooper armor fits over normal clothing.
It's literally like a jumpsuit and armor plating on top of the jumpsuit. So
it's like Han and Luke had it on over their normal clothing. Rogue One was especially hilarious because they had it over like multiple layers of clothing.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
This is gonna be funny. Though he will do... Actually, not quite yet.
And Rebels taught us
we're going to have to paint his armor so we don't accidentally end up shooting him.
Oh no, he's kind of figured out a way to identify himself, sort of. He'll come out, he'll have the helmet off, so I'm not going to have to run any kind of disguise thing, am I?
No, that's just to make sure you don't die when they start shooting at us.
Okay, good, because I got an idea. So he'll put the helmet on and take out a very dull red bandana. Start flipping it over in some places, and reveals a very old symbol of the Republic, and kind of ties around the neck, and it's enough. It's some color to basically be like, nah, this is me.
And when we get back to base, Sky and I can help you make that fit better, so it's less an issue for mobility.
And identification as well.
Because she and I have ranks in armor repair, which means we can do armor modification.
As you two are talking, your comm interceptor and your helmet will take up a transmission. TK5421 and NL 1575. Please be aware that we have detected unauthorized transmissions near the building. Keep an eye out.
All right, Fido, get over here. Sounds like our cue.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Do I want to go in with a vibroblade or do I go in with the blaster? Questions.
Get my John Woo stance on and ready to go.
Oh yeah, deck cord's a one-way explosive, isn't it?
Yep. It's kind of like thermite. It'll burn a hole through the wall.
Oh, you thought that was detonite?
Oh, yeah, deck cord's their version of thermite, right? Or is that the shape charge? Or is that card the shape charge?
I had blastics.
Blastics isn't deck cord.
No. I'm trying to remember because like Brian actually had like the thermite, and I forget what that one was.
Oh, so actually, I probably should have done different rolls.
Yeah, Blastex.
Yeah,
Blastex is closer to C4, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah,
no charge.
I had two. Yeah, I have 5 sticks of Blastec.
So yeah, that's
No, and
a shape charge.
yeah, that's not a one direction.
He can make it a one direction though with his demolition roll.
So yeah, that's kind of the reason why I was asking, is there anything special you want to do with these?
Yeah, and I've also got a detonator.
Yeah. So assume we're standing safely and below the wall.
So yeah, as everyone step back, raise his own blaster, is like, oh boy. Alright. He does not say this on comms, but kinda out loud enough. Fire in the hole.
Boom! Okay.
Oh boy.
Please roll against the communications array and the wall. Keep in mind the one that the comms array has a 3 dice damage bonus.
Alright, so sound rifle, energy weapon.
I'm gonna die laughing if something unexpected happens.
Give me 2 explosives, dang it. Come on. Portable launcher, scrambler. There we go. Ice spike, smoke grenade, chemicals, done. There we go. Blessing street like a grenade for person to determine damage. Okay, so it's like 3D, 2D, plus 2, 2D, 1D, what?
That's for blast radius. Basically, you should see a line up there that says blast radius.
Yeah, blast radius 0 to 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, yeah.
You can only get the
0 to
0
2.
for both of them.
Okay, so for the comms, that's 66 damage, I believe, because plastic is 3D, but the comms tower has 3D more damage on it. Yeah.
What's the scale of it?
Scale?
If there's no scale,
Speeder.
Oh, it's speeder scale?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. You know what that means?
You get extra damage.
You get a damage bonus.
Hey.
So it sounds like he literally just blew up half the building.
I certainly hope not.
Speeder scale, you get plus 2d damage.
Okay, I'm 86.
If he maxes out, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so. Boom. I don't know if you had wild dice in there or not.
Yeah, you
I
have.
just was like,
everything in this game has a wild die.
okay, so.
When you fuck it up like that, we usually just count the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to do it precisely.
1d6 exclamation point plus whatever's left after the
No,
wild
I
die.
meant I didn't know if the wild dice is included in the roll. Oh yeah. So basically, that's how it is for everything.
Yeah,
the wild dice is
everything
included.
everything uses wild die.
There is
Okay.
there is a special exception though. For things like soaking damage or rolling damage, the 1 penalty does not factor. It just counts as a 1.
Okay.
But if it rolls a 6, you still keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so there's that damage. For the comms tower, 3d6. However, for the wall, it's boosted by 2, you said?
Yep, 2d6.
For the wall? 2d6, so 5d6.
Okay.
Thankfully, walls don't necessarily have that high soak. He says as the wall rolls.
Oh, the roll a 6. Damn.
I still beat it!
By 1, so you cracked it.
Okay. You fracture the wall. However, there is debris from the comm array, and from what you're noticing, chunks of the ceiling,
That's right, so we made a hole in the ceiling and not the wall.
showering along the sides.
Oh god. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Nothing against you, Greg. Just D20 hates us.
He's doing such wonders improving his character's reputation.
Goddamn D20. Goddamn.
I need to roll this because that was unusually potent.
Does the building collapse from having its ceiling missing?
Hopefully we weren't trying to...
Oh god.
Sorry, guys. But you did.
Did we just kill everyone inside?
Well, not everyone.
Probably just in that one room.
That explosion was super good. It was super effective against the
Communications
people in the
room
room.
is no longer existing, is what I'm hearing.
There was a hole in the roof, guys, in the center of the building.
In the center of the building. Oh god.
Okay, so... How fractured is the wall? This is important.
It is in a somewhat weakened state. You would say it still has, if you were guesstimating, 80% of its integrity.
7% of its integrity, you said?
80.
80% of its integrity. Damn it!
Kalashnikov is just going to look at Crow, then look at the wall, then look at the debris flying all around us, and then just sigh.
And then just slowly look at Rory like, got it, man.
The two of you will hear this over your comlink and comm interception. Sorry, give me a second.
Trying to get himself back out of this shenanigans.
Organizational command has been hit. Commanders, rouse your troops. Anyone on external patrol? Give me a report. Was there any kind of conch launches that you saw? You'll be hearing roughly 4 negatives as some people that are out report in.
Oh my god, if they think this is a horrible, catastrophic malfunction, that'd be hilarious.
Patrol 4 report. Patrol 4.
Shannon? Yep, sorry, just we were close to the blast and got a little disoriented. Otherwise, no, nothing.
Patrol 1 through 3, return to the coordination facility. Use a spiral return pattern. Patrol 4. Go to the roof and see what happened.
Got it. Well, actually, no, he doesn't respond that. Roger that.
And once they get off comms, Crow. Somehow you can tell through the T-visor he is rolling his eyes, and he just points his gun, like kill shots his gun at the wall and double taps it.
Oh, you're gonna blast the wall?
Yeah, where he fractured it, but yeah.
Okay. Roll damage.
Oh, you did.
Sweet. It actually has...
Nemesis wall.
Oh. That first shot fractures the rest of it. Oh, man. These guys.
These
If
guys.
it makes you feel better, my character could not do anything whatsoever with explosives. So you'd automatically have done better than anything I could ever do. So I can't give you a hard time for it.
Let's see. For what it's worth, that was really just kind of a crappy demo roll.
Mechanically, I know exactly what happened. In character, I'm going, didn't we hire you to do this one thing?
Upside, he blew up the comm area spectacularly well.
I'm
We
really
asked him to blow a hole in the wall. He blows a hole in the ceiling instead.
Exactly. It's like,
I'm kind of seeing that. I'm kind of thinking that maybe this is a pattern of his but then he goes back and fixes it. But I'm kind of tempted to have that his nickname in the mining force was Jinx.
It's like, he's a filthy non-combatant, and he blows the exact opposite of what we tell him to blow. What the hell do we hire him for again?
Hey now, he does a great job. All those poor bastards.
We blew up all the sick people.
This guy
That's actually what I was
will
gonna say.
dive over here because you double tapped.
You survived the ceiling? Oh, the ceiling was a different room.
The ceiling was the center of the building. You're seeing a row of bata tanks, a small ISO area, really high-end medical beds. Doctors. They're
I have a
first order
question.
doctors.
Specifically for Crow, was I told explicitly I'm allowed to kill on sight?
Well, it's a military situation, so what military rules of procedure apply. Are first order doctors armed, or are they considered non-coms?
They have blaster pistols.
They're armed, they're dead.
But more specifically, they actually have light blaster pistols. They're even
They're
they're
armed,
between
they're
holdouts and blaster pistols.
Okay, so I guess treat medics as, will operate under pseudo-Geneva Convention. Treat medics as non-coms, that you stun the fuck out of them. Unless they shoot at you, then you're allowed to shoot the fuck back.
Basically, hold fire until fired upon.
When dealing with medics.
Yeah.
Can I stab the fuck out of them?
That's like, we don't kill medics unless they try to kill you first.
Until they try to kill you
That's like, if
first.
they try to kill you first, then they forfeit all rights. In which case, yes, stab the fuck out of them if you so choose. So it's like, you'll step through the hole, I guess. So it's like, yep, against the wall. Nobody has to get hurt.
Okay.
It's like, technically we're supposed to be the good guys, so at least you could give them a chance.
Intimidation, because this is their other intimidatory entrance. Give yourself a +8.
And I get plus 1 for my helmet, apparently.
Plus 8D or just a raw plus 8?
Raw +8.
Okay. At that,
I nominate Crow.
I've got to get going.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Ping me if you need me.
Okay.
Like, apparently Mandalorian helmets give you plus 1D to intimidation.
That's hilarious.
So So 2D plus...
Isn't it? It's dexterity for initiative, isn't it?
Perception.
Okay.
So plus 8.
Ooh, guys,
the
I
helmet.
actually rolled decently for something. So I'm not gonna lie. I foresee the relationship of Kalashnikov with Crow being one of sentient attack dog that murders everything with a gun or its sword.
You're my cat hound?
Practically. Because I'm not wearing a full helmet. So like that, I can bite people to grapple them to the ground.
Okay, guys. You should now have if you click on your pog, there should now be an initiative macro if you'd like to use it. Should be in the upper left.
Is this the same one from your other game that we never got to work right?
Yep. Well, it works right. It assumes the power die is already in play. So
So if you type in 4d6, it'll do a power die of 1d6 and 4d6,
yeah.
or subtract.
So you type in what your
Don't
initiative
power
would,
die.
you type in what your initiative would be without the power die.
Yeah.
Got it.
It does the power die automatically.
I'll keep that in mind for next
Yeah,
time.
it automatically adds your pog to the tracker with the number that was rolled. I would roll for the doctors, but they're pretty. Was it with
Intimidated?
Yeah, is that with the plus 8?
Yeah. I have 3D, so that was... Well, 3D with the helmet.
What is intimidation under, anyway?
Knowledge.
Oh yeah, don't ever ask me to intimidate people.
It's the only social skill that's not under perception.
Our theory is they wanted to give knowledge something.
Other than being brain.
Yeah, other than being a brain.
You have survival. That's not brain.
True.
Like, technically.
Yeah, I think they get in the corner.
Hey, they all failed.
Yeah, I think they get in the corner.
Okay. What corner do you want them in?
Hey, there's three of them. We could just strap them into the medical bed.
Well, I'm trying to keep them out of the line of fire when they storm the door, so maybe like wedged over here behind the tanks.
Actually, just a question. Is there anyone in the back tanks?
There's the chance, actually. A low chance, but a chance. Okay, apparently it's not low chance. Okay.
Apparently the answer is yes, there is someone.
Okay. The tank with a blue dot on it will have we'll have a woman kind of floating in it. Looks like she has taken shrapnel from a fragmentation grenade.
Okay, thanks to the first...
How the fuck is she injured by... God damn. Their training is... Damn.
Okay, well, thanks to the First Order Troopers, we now have 3 pairs of restraints. So, Eric, if you would kindly restrain...
I will
Character name.
gladly do so.
Whatever your character name is.
Well, I know his character name. I was trying to come up with a new call sign.
Ah.
Because Crow probably
You
just...
had one originally. I can't remember what it was.
I called you Galru, but I was, I'm still working on them. So, and if other people want to weigh in on what they want their call sign to be, I am happy to go with that too. Because that's Tristan saying that. Crow probably just gives him a hand sign.
Sure.
And
Actually,
just for lulz, I'm giving Sierra a hand sign to loot the medical closet.
Oh.
Because, well, she's the doctor, and we all know Sierra would totally loot the medical closet.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think there is a medical closet because the only place where it would be is where we just walked through.
Well, there's probably, even if we blew up the closet, there's probably like med kits and back to Jill tabs scattered on the floor.
True.
Okay. Make a note.
But I guess I'll be over here now,
Make a note that
restraining these guys.
make a note that she has 6. Sorry. She has 6 A series aid packs. They add plus 1d plus 2 to first aid.
Any of the back to Jill tabs or anything like that?
What are those?
Those are the things that if you make a check, they add plus 1d to your first aid roll in addition to the first aid kit. That's right. They're the back to bandage, basically.
Yep, there's that many.
So I'm restraining them. I'm taking their blaster pistols.
Okay. They have.
I'm just going to kind of just hang them off of me.
If they have comm links, you probably should take those too.
Oh yeah, and those.
We've been doing this in my 5e game. I think it's been working fairly well. She added a handout to our journals that we can use to edit for the loot crates.
Okay. That is a good idea.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to move and
Oh my god, there's so many doors.
check the door. I guess go to IR. So I can try and see through it. Unless you think the sensor pod can do that, given how vague the sensor pod is.
Considering these are thinner walls, the sensor pod would have a chance, or the IR would have a better chance. I assume the IR is thermographic.
That would be my guess. I mean, they say it just gives you a bonus. It counts as night vision, but knowing what we know about IR, I thought it might also potentially see through walls, or at least thin walls like this.
Depends on the system. Depends on the background, temperature, things like that. But yeah, technically it would be able to.
That's why I said maybe and asked.
What is first aid is under technical?
Yep.
Okay.
The technical is repairing everything, including people.
So I really want a canyon crate dragon. Not the largest ones. The other one.
Guess
Pretty sure that'd be
search
okay,
check.
right?
Looking, yeah.
Enhance there for the moment. Just these, so it's 40.
I would have been sad if we killed someone with the explosion. But look at how close we were to actually doing that.
Okay. There should be a Rebel loot crate in your journal now.
And knock another round off.
Rebel Kate. As an image.
I'll go with something more appropriate for it later.
It works.
I don't see it. Where'd you stick it? Under cell?
It's under other Rebel stuff.
Okay.
And hey, if things go well enough, the two of us would actually be able to clear this building somehow. Question mark.
Okay. So looking out.
How many pieces did you use?
I wonder what?
Because it looks like you used a lot of individual boxes for the shadow. Or is that just you using a cutting tool and it being that way?
I'm using a cutting tool. It's like if you guys are good players. I can just reveal the everything.
Yeah, I was about to say if there's obviously a wall on the map, we know we don't see it. I mean, if we can't tell it's a wall, that's
Yeah, the only times I would ask is specifically in terms of stealth. But if there's a wall there, I'm not going to try shooting it. Unless I decide to say, hey, can I roll a search and intuitively notice guys here somehow?
Hey, shooting walls is effective. We saw that earlier.
Yeah.
Apparently more effective than C4 in some cases.
Is that Nigfit N-word I'm not allowed to say, or night?
Night.
Okay. I would say first order got racist, man. They got segregated interrogation cells. Oh, that could have gone bad.
That's where one of the armor plates on the roof was. I was wondering if you catch on that anywhere there's an armored thing. But yeah, it could have been real bad.
So we're here to infiltrate the Great Blows the entire base. God damn it!
Hey now, he almost managed to. If he just rolled a little bit higher. Because just imagine, a giant hole in the center of the building. That, depending on the way the building was designed, would be enough to cause the building to collapse in on itself.
Okay, I'm guessing I don't see anything, or because it doesn't look like anybody's.
You.
I think you might see one of the stormtroopers around the observation area.
Yeah, I might be able to see him.
No, I already have that rule there.
I wasn't sure how much penetration power I had.
With the 27, you can. Actually, no, you wouldn't be able to see him because this room is generating enough heat to
mask him.
To mask it.
Okay.
You also are detecting a steady but sizable amount of heat from this room.
All right. And probably not probably too large to be considered people heat.
Yeah, it's clearly.
All right. Well, since we have a minute to discuss, and you've gagged and anti-commed and everything, these guys, how do you want to proceed? Do we just want to, charge out and roll wall from wall until people?
I mean,
it's like, do we want to be smart about this, or do we just want to do cinematic commando and just keep shooting until people stop moving?
I'd rather be smart about it, but I also don't know how deadly or not deadly the system is, because you tend to murder everything you shoot at.
Well, I mean, you've seen how combat works. I mean, and we have a lot of cover here, so we could do the wall, go from wall to wall, basically door to door fighting.
Works for me.
That's right, because the other option
is... That's the smarter thing to do unless they get within arm's range, and then I'll just stab them.
Because the other thing would be doing it like we used to do in EOE, of just sneaking from room to room to room until the alarm goes off.
We're kind of already at the alarm goes off part.
I'd say the alarm's basically already gone off, so it's just a matter of, do we want to hole up here and let them come to us? Because this is where the explosion was. They're going to be coming to check this out.
Eventually.
Or the other option is just charge out and gun kata our way through it.
Yeah, they seem to be a bit more preoccupied with that central destruction.
Yeah.
I can't believe how destructive the unattended part of it was.
Okay, well,
But I definitely agree going from cover to cover, just clear the building.
In which case, since Sierra is in mark mode and looting, and Greg is in mark mode, I guess, covering the prisoners with his shaky gun, I can, that means there's only two of us.
Yeah.
Which means I can command, which improves our odds of survival greatly.
Oh, snap.
Downside, because you're not Sierra, I actually have to yell at you. Which is less cool, but still works.
That doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me either, it's just less cool, because, Sierra and I can seemingly do it intuitively, as opposed to having to yell at you.
I mean, hey. You could just trade me.
Alright, so...
You can make me be almost second nature to understanding what to do.
Alright, since I can go further with the rocket, since I have the rocket pack, I'm going to go right, and you can come up the left. Let's see, you primarily blaster.
I'm actually better with a bow.
Well, I mean, what are you using?
I'm going to be using a blaster in this case.
Okay.
Unless someone decides to be suicidal and charge me with a vibro knife, and then I'll just stab the fuck out of them with a vibro sword.
What do you think Eric's level of loyalty would be in this case? He seems like he'd be more than the, strangers.
That's my
Light
lightly trained.
Okay, that's what I was, thinking was going to be lightly trained. Skill increase and
Trade me, senpai.
Well, the loyalty score, the longer we're a party, the higher, the faster that goes up. I don't have to train you for that. Okay, skill inspiration, let's call it 3D for now, so 9. And you're using your blaster?
Yep, I'll stick with my blaster until something decides to be close, and then I'll just murder with 60. Stab in the face.
Okay, so I'll buff blaster, dodge. And your murder is melee? Or brawling?
That's actually a good question, because I have a brawling of 5D to be able to do the martial arts skills.
Okay, well, I'll buff brawling then.
Alright. Because I'd be using the brawling to grapple them, because once I have them grappled, it wouldn't exactly be hard to just stab them over and over. At least I assume it wouldn't be.
Would you have him grappled? If you have him actually held, then yeah, it would be harder for him to defend.
So yeah, it would be blasters and brawling would be that'd be particularly wanting.
Are we worried about damage? No, we're not worried about damage.
I mean, they're stormtroopers.
Okay, so I'll give us 1d to damage then.
Hey, Sarah. Welcome back.
I figured if I can't read, I might as well listen.
And hey, Sarah, I see you joined the call as well.
She did? I'm sorry, you lose your command buff.
She hasn't responded, but it says she's in the call.
Okay, well, when she comes out of stealth mode, then I will switch my command buff to her. But for this initial charge, while she gets her shit together.
Okay.
Okay, so... Alright, so... And just for safety margin, I'll put my enhance into perception. That's an 18, so that's plus 2d. 2 rounds.
This is a question of the mechanics, but is it possible to sneak around and shoot a blaster?
You have
technically,
yes, but you'd have to deal with multiple actions.
Yeah.
and have to have somewhere obvious to hide behind, and
Yeah.
obviously they get a modifier for, you know...
Yeah, it's like they would likely know what direction you're generally in, just from the sound of the blaster going off. But they might not be able to actually see you, you know?
Okay, I figured it was. I just wanted to ask if that was actually a possibility or not.
Yeah, but it would be multiple action penalties and such. Did Greg say he was back today?
He's at his meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's literally just the two of us,
Okay.
at least for now. You know, I do hope, Sierra, you feel better soon.
Not that great for 90.
I guess look at Skype if you want to determine things.
Say what determine things?
Yeah, because Sierra says she's here, she has dice but no access to her sheet.
Oh, I've got her sheet as far as that goes.
And Sarah ended up dropping because her computer restarted. Due to battery probably dying from the way it looks.
God damn it!
Really, Doug?
Is the dice just saying fuck you for the power die over and over?
It's like, for some reason, Crow's combat power die is ridiculous.
Like, is it giving you sixes all the time? Or
Yeah.
is it just,
Any combat roll I have made with him has had at least 1 6 on the power die.
Jesus.
Like, why can't you roll like that on the character I want you to roll for that for?
Because he doesn't need it?
Okay. There you go.
That would be my guess, is he doesn't need it.
Okay, where are you wanting to move to? Keep in mind, it would have to be half move for to not count into that.
Yep, I know.
But half move of a jetpack is still pretty far.
That's a half move of 300. Half move of, sorry, 500 is,
did you have a jetpack roll in here because you're trying to maneuver indoors?
Okay, then I will not be using the jetpack. Because that will count towards the map.
So what is the full movement? Isn't it?
For most people, it's 10.
Yeah. You can run to go further than that, though.
Yeah, it's like you can run to do up to ×4, but if you do ×4, you can't dodge.
Yeah, because ×4 is like all out, flat out run.
I will say there is a benefit to that, though.
Moving really far.
Yeah. You gotta go fast. If you go fast enough, they can't see you or can't hit you. I mean, that's how the speed of light works, right?
If you're moving at the speed of light. Okay, Sierra, I have commanded Eric this round. Next round, I'll be switching over to you since you're actually here. However, I have your sheet in front of me, so I can tell you what you need to roll depending on what you're choosing to do.
Okay.
Are you planning on typing the whole time?
The silence seems like it's a yes.
Dot, dot, dot.
Nothing against that. So is it half round down or half round up?
You, as with most things, round whichever's least in your favor.
Yeah, that.
So unless you've raised your move, it should only be, half of 10 is 5, so.
I have 11, that's why I was asking.
Okay, then yeah, half of the move would be 5. Though if you want to lose 1d of the command buff, you can, totally move your full move.
Okay. As you're around, can I get a perception roll from you since you moved on the corner into that area?
No, you may not, because I rolled a 1 and a 6 for a total of 1.
Awesome. Okay. So you see the soldier right here. Let's see. There's that dodge.
His poor dodge.
And the blasters.
I'm not gonna die.
Yeah, you and Sky, Crow and Sky have the armor to survive anything, just about. At least the first round.
1d plus 1 damage on that open target that you can see.
So add 6 to my damage, so that's a total of 35.
Okay.
And if I can't see any more from there, I guess I'll reserve the other 2 shots for as soon as people dash into range.
I believe you can see that guy over there.
No, wait, these are maneuvers, so I can't hold them, so I guess that means it's only 1 shot. Unless I can see more people I'm not aware of.
You said the...
Yeah, I can see at least 1 more guy.
The blaster amp was what?
Brought me up to a total... it was base damage is 29. With the 6, I rolled a total of plus 6, so that brings it up to 35 for the 1 guy.
Okay. This guy was trying to observe the numbers, make sure no one was coming through the hole, and you shoot him in the back and he falls. The guy up there, 22, blaster 37. That's 1D.
Okay, Sierra, you will need to roll initiative, though. Add 2 to that, so a total of 31.
That guy also goes down. Okay, and you can see this guy over here.
Okay, well then he gets a shot too. As, I can do that.
Okay. 1d plus 2.
Add 7, so that brings us up to 36.
Your blaster shot seems to take down.
Perception plus 1d there. So for you, that is... Yeah, 4d. 4d plus 1 because you're a Zeltron.
Mr. Cobb, what is your turn?
Yeah, 4D plus 1.
So if I want to go there to take cover and shoot, how many actions would that be? I know at
Anything,
that point I'm doing more than a half move.
anything more than half counts as 1.
Yeah.
So even if you're running, it still counts as 1.
Okay, so that'd be one move to go here, because it's barely over.
Yeah.
And then from there...
I have to roll a new initiative for this.
From there, I'm in cover. I've done my move. I assume I can see the sergeant. Is that correct?
From there, yes.
There we go.
I'm going to shoot him. That'd be my one map action. And I assume I should roll dodge.
You're taking, if you're dodging, you've taken a total of 3 actions this round, so all your actions are at minus 2D, so you've negated my command buff.
But would I really need to dodge given that I'm in cover? That's my question.
The cover would provide you a bonus. You do have a nice wall to be.
It's a matter of which do you have more faith in, the normal range penalty plus the bonus of the wall, or your dodge.
1 second.
I don't know at all. That's the thing.
You'll be having. I'd say 3/4 cover because I take it you're trying to use as much of the wall as you can. So
Yeah.
that'll be plus 4 dice to your to either your defense or their difficulty to hit you, however you want to.
So if you dodge, you'd be at plus 4D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the free action penalty to dodge.
Okay, so yeah, at that point you've negated my command buff to hit, but you get plus 4D to dodge from the wall.
And 1D of extra damage from the blaster.
Yeah.
Okay. Works for me.
Okay. Sky, since you're here, what would you like to do?
I'll try not to take it as a bad omen that the playlist decided it wanted to play the suicide mission track.
How do you do the rolls so that it actually shows up as only the square?
Double bracket.
Yeah. Double bracket, dice code, close double bracket.
Okay.
Closest one to you is 12 meters, so you would have to make a running check. And factor that into your multiple actions.
Actually, the perception relief. Okay. Considering your background, can you make me a tactics roll? Because even though you missed it, there's other signs that you can figure this out.
4.
Okay. You're just really focused on shooting people right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, to shoot somebody, you have 4 dice.
Damn it. I was hoping that would work.
It's all straight. If you do internal brackets, it messes it up.
Okay. No internal brackets.
And you forgot to put a second bracket on the end of it anyway.
Yeah, on the second one
yeah.
I did. Yeah.
But yeah, no internal brackets. Just do the formula inside the bracket.
Okay. The more you know. There you go. Oh dear lord.
She rolled a 2?
Yep.
Okay, it goes wild, hitting a wall. Which wall do you hit? Okay, cool. You just hit the barracks wall. That's fine.
And there it goes, actually working. Hey, power die to hit people.
Okay.
It's okay, Sierra. I got you next round.
Are they all hiding in the corner? Room?
Oh, that's right. You guys can hear this. Okay, give me a moment.
So